If she's only with me because I'm successful and tall and handsome and funny and humble and rich.
You're very, very humble.
I know. I don't think the world's that interesting. I think I've been to a lot of places, I've done a lot of things, and I look at the things that people seem to enjoy and I don't quite understand it. I don't see the idea of traveling, for example, right? Going to Barcelona and looking at a church and having a sandwich and going to the beach. I don't get it. It's not interesting to me.
What's interesting for you then?
I like driving cars. I like driving fast cars. I have a lot of nice cars. I like working. I like training. I still fight because I fought for a long time.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I 4-time world champion kickboxer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I had 87 fights, and I want to have 100 before I retire. So I still fight. But besides things like that, besides monumental conquest, I think the world's kind of boring. Like, I totally understand why people climb Mount Everest. Like, it's something to do, right? The idea of just going to Santorini to take Instagram pictures, to me, is just mind-numbing. I don't know. What about you? What do you do for fun?
I look internally a lot, and I just realise that's where I'm most happiest, is just life is about people, experiences, and just moments. I know it sounds really, like, cringy, but
life is
about moments and
right.
doing things and just seeing them.
No, I agree. Life is about people, because on your deathbed, you're not going to look at your Aston Martin, right? You're going to want to see your people. Yeah. So I agree that life is about people, and I understand that experiencing things with people makes it good. But I already live with the people I care most about, and I'm with my people all the time, and I feel like sitting with them in a room, even if it's the same room we sit in every day, is just as good as going anywhere else. So I like to drive fast cars. I really like to work. I like to achieve things and fight. That's about it. I don't think... I mean, I think that everybody, especially now in the modern world, I think that everybody has a game face. I think we have a face we put on to pretend we're having fun for, like, social media and stuff.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I don't think anyone... You don't, not one of them?
No.
No?
No. What's your favourite sex position?
This doesn't feel like a godly conversation.
A what?
A godly conversation. I came here to talk about Christianity and God, masculine and feminine roles within society, so we can return to the ways of the Bible. Now you're talking about things which, I don't know if we can do that. Obviously, you know, no sex before marriage. I don't want to talk about these things. I find them.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're just shit.
You think so?
Yeah, that's something like a not confident, insecure man would say.
If you think that not wanting to sit on the internet talking about pussy in a particular way makes me insecure, then you can have that view of me if you so desire.
I think that's really nice. I think that's actually a very respectful way to view women, not want to talk about them.
I think
really
women,
nice.
Yeah, I think women are much more than just something to.
Yeah.
I think women are people with thoughts and feelings.
That's amazing.
I think they're beautiful creatures. And I think that no life as a man, no matter how successful and rich you are, will be complete without a strong, loyal woman by your side. I think that the love of a woman is one of the most important things a man could try and solicit from life. I think that sitting here and discussing how to f*** them, it's disrespectful.
Oh, I think that's really good.
See? We're getting somewhere.
Yeah, we are.
If a woman were to get with me and say, I'm only with Andrew because he's successful and tall and rich, and I'm only with her because she's submissive and kind and beautiful, are we even using each other?
So it's using. So that.
No, I'm asking. It's a question. Are we even using each other? Think about it.
No, you both are. But
are we?
Yeah, you both content.
That's just called attraction. If she's only with me because I'm successful and tall and handsome and funny and humble and rich.
You're very, very humble.
I know. And I'm only with her because she's submissive and kind and beautiful and she adds joy to my life. Are we using each other, or are we just attracted to each other? The line between using and attraction is blurred.
No, you're using.
It's blurry.
You're using.
Then why are you with someone? You're going to get with someone who
This
has
is what I'm
no qualities which are admirable, so you can prove you're not using them.
What,
I'm with you and you have nothing I want. That means I'm not using you.
Okay, what can you do to keep a woman then?
What can I do to keep a woman?
Because you can clearly get women. Yeah,
can
by
I?
lifestyle. Well, yeah, you just said the lifestyle with that.
No. I've only had one woman my whole life. You just
said that is it, using or attraction. So obviously, if you can attract women, right? Okay, aesthetically, yeah, probably can.
Thank you.
But what do you do? What can you offer that makes women stay?
I think that.
Don't do a philosophy thing. Like, I actually want to know what you do, Andrew Tate. Okay.
A man has a role and a female has a role.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
And I play the role of a man. That's what I do. I do exactly what a man should do. It's not a complicated thing. You know exactly what that is. You know what that is probably even better than me.
I don't know, but I don't know you. Like, this is what I'm saying, like, in general, to know a person, to know an individual, like, I know what I can do to keep a man.
Yeah.
I know it's the way I care,
Yeah.
the way I'm going to look after him in other ways, you
Yeah.
know, like, I'm very considerate.
Yeah.
You know, all these things, like, looks can get you a man, but you can't keep a man.
Agreed.
You know, so that's what I'm trying to ask you. What do you do to keep a woman?
I'll
Apart from
make sure
lifestyle?
she's happy, and I'll make sure all her problems disappear.
Okay. How are you going to keep me happy, Andrew?
Keep you happy in particular.
Yeah. Just want to know.
I'm going to pretend to agree with you.
You're going to just you pretend to agree with
I'm
me.
going to pretend to agree with you once a month. I'll be like, yeah, that's really smart. You're right. Yeah, girls should be hoes. You're right. But if you have a man and you love him and he's everything you want, then why do you need other men?
But it's not because I'm not them, am I? It's not a
I don't
sexual
know.
thing, but it's important. Like, I don't need to like completely explain the point. It's just I feel for me personally, it's important to
So
hold
you-
that because listeners as well. If I'm just around women all day, my reality will be warped on just a women's world. For example, women that are single that might be like, oh, men are this, men are that. So then if I'm just only around women and I'm not influenced by good men around me, then I'm going to start thinking my man ain't shit now. You know, so it's important to have a balance.
If your man said, I'm uncomfortable you having male friends and you love me and we're together forever and we're about to have a child or about to get married, whatever, stop talking to them all, would you stop?
No. I believe in compromise, but not that, because now it's a control issue. So what would you do if my ex was after you?
After me, how?
Because he's just jealous that...
What, like he's out to get me? Mm-hmm. I would go to church, talk to Jesus, ask him to make sure that he protects me divinely. I'm sure everything will work out just fine.
That's good. I think that's really responsible.
Yeah, nice, responsible. I think that a lot of people now are doing things not because they enjoy them, because other people will think they're having fun, and it's more about creating envy as opposed to actually enjoying yourself.
Right.
If you go on a really fun night out, you don't take your phone out. So when I see someone who went on a night out and took 20 stories dancing and laughing and having a great time, I know they're bored.
Yeah, they're not in the moment.
Do you know what I mean? Because if you really have a great night out, you don't take any stories and you forget to check your phone. So I think a lot of fun nowadays is misconstrued, and I think it's people just trying to create envy. I think it's different. I think we live in a world now where generating envy from other people and generating... I think there's a certain amount of happiness. There's a pool of happiness, and people are trying to steal it from others as opposed to actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think people just don't have like that much ambition for themselves to want to create things for themselves. It's just more like, I'll see you post it, so now I want some of that.
Correct.
What you've
I
got.
saw you go to this place, I want to go to that place, and I want to do a
Yeah.
story in that place with my people because you went there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, why not? Mr. Honest and truthful.
No, I just don't think it's a good paradigm to be spying on each other.
It's just the security to just be like, oh, okay, cool. No?
Get that, respect that, I understand it. I would just feel uncomfortable being with a woman who I felt like I had to spy on or spied on.
Okay. So you wouldn't
feel-
ever want to go through my phone?
No.
You wouldn't?
Like,
So you wouldn't ever be like, can I see your phone?
if I felt like you were doing something wrong, then you were probably doing something wrong. I think that my instincts are pretty good and that I can detect. You know what's kind of funny? People say that women are confusing, but I completely disagree.
I agree.
I think women are pretty simple. I think women broadcast their feelings, whether they want to or not. It's very hard for a girl to hide if she's angry. It's very hard for a girl to hide if you've pissed her off. And I think if a woman doesn't really like you and she's not that into you, you'll detect it. You don't have to go through her phone. I think you can detect if a woman is the kind of woman who you can trust or not. I don't think there's any reason to spy. And I think that that's a black hole that never ends, right?
Yeah.
You start looking, hey, who's this? And it's, I don't know, just it's a detrimental spiral, death spiral.
Okay. Cool.